key witness for the prosecution, has been on the stand in the Karen Read trial the last 2 days. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, I did a recap of the entire Karen Read case, what led to her first trial, the mistrial, and now her second trial, and I've been covering daily recaps on my Instagram, so be sure to go there for a day-by-day play. But the last 2 days have been huge for the prosecution, with Jennifer McCabe taking the stand. McCabe was with Karen Read and John O'Keefe the night before John died and was with Karen when she found John's body the next morning. McCabe was also at the home outside of which John was found dead. Jennifer McCabe's sister Nicole is married to the homeowner and Boston police officer Brian Albert, and she was friends with both Karen Read and John O'Keefe. But questions about her initial statement, what she said in the grand jury, and what she said in the first trial have raised suspicion around her testimony. McCabe is also the one who made the "how long to die in the cold" Google search that has been brought into question. But for the prosecution, her testimony is a first-hand account of the events leading up to John's death and reads, quote, hysterical behavior the morning that John was found. But the defense has previously questioned her story as it changed between the grand jury and Read's first trial, as it changed between what she told first responders, the grand jury, and Read's first trial. She was on the stand the last 2 days in Karen Read's second trial. In her testimony, McCabe said she spoke with John twice after they left the bar, giving him directions to the Alberts' home. She said that she later saw a dark SUV believed to be Karen's parked outside, and she testified that she saw the vehicle several times and that it moved, first from directly in front of the home's front door and then up near a flagpole. As a reminder, the prosecution alleges that after pulling up in front of the house, Karen drove the car forward 35 feet and then went backwards 70 feet, and that's when she hit John. McCabe testified that she didn't see John getting hit, but that he never responded to her final text and that the vehicle eventually left and John and Karen never came inside. She then testified that around 5 a.m. she was woken up by a phone call from John's niece who lived with him, and she said she could hear Karen screaming in the background. According to McCabe, Karen said she and John had gotten into a fight and that she left him at the waterfall and he never came home. McCabe told Karen that she had seen her vehicle outside her sister's home hours earlier, and McCabe testified, quote, and then she told me she didn't remember being there, and then she went on to say she started saying, could I have hit him? Did I hit him? But at this point, John had not been found. McCabe then testified that around 5:30 a.m., Karen came to McCabe's house and they went out to look for John. They first went to John's house and she said she took her shoes off because John would be upset if they tracked snow inside, but Karen didn't, which McCabe thought was strange. And this is essentially implying that Karen allegedly maybe knew that John wouldn't be around to be upset about it. She said they then drove to the Albert house where Karen last saw John and that Karen was acting erratic, and then they found John. McCabe testified that she made the "how long to die in the cold" search when she was in the back of the police car with Karen at her request. Now, cell phone data showed that search was made in the 2 a.m. hour, but she says she made